Right, so hopefully I'm actually live now, because for some reason YouTube wouldn't like cooperate with me at all. Like, it's after like 5 minutes trying to get YouTube to actually function, but it just would not do anything. But I think now it's working. Yeah, that was weird. For some reason I just couldn't get past the first screen that you get when you get to live streaming. Just wouldn't let me pass that screen. I couldn't start the actual stream itself. Anywho, so actually our camera episodes 30. We actually are today actually watching Revolutionary Girl Utena. With us last we actually covered episodes 28 and 29, so today we're actually doing 30 and 31. And I must say, the last episode actually was pretty damn kino. It's probably the kinoest, I would say, of Utena thus far. Which actually is kind of a very apt description, considering a lot of episodes in this show is very kino. So I do actually really like Joey's actual art, considering actually do in theory hone in a lot of the themes of the show as well, and actually possibly give us even more deeper look into the ideas in which Ikuhara is trying to tell us. Also found out episode 29 was screenplayed by Mamoru Hosoda as well. Actually, it's kind of cool. I thought that was actually kind of neat. So yeah, I wonder what episode 30 will bring us. So anyway, let's actually put on Twitter actually gone live. Yeah, nothing else dies on me now. Cause God, that was fucking weird. I could not understand why my internet just wouldn't, well, not internet, my stream would not connect. It's like, nah, not connecting. Like, thanks guys, I need that. Anywho, let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. So yeah, I mean, the major thing is, the show is, to a degree, well not to a degree, I'd say actually kind of very overtly telling us about the idea of freedom. I think that freedom's one part of it. What I think this show is actually trying to do is trying to look at the idea of adolescence. The idea of things that we as an adolescent person think that we get when we grow up. The idea of freedom, the idea of choosing what you want to do when you're older and everything like that, all those kind of things that are actual themes in the show. I felt like this show's trying to put that through a lens that maybe it isn't true, which is kind of on point considering that what this show also does do quite often is it looks at the idea of the shoujo genre. It actually kind of tells us there and then that half the things that appear in the shoujo genre itself are kind of fallacies. They're miracles, so to speak. So that's what I kind of felt like the show's trying to actually accomplish. It's trying to say to us that a lot of things that we believe to be true. Ohayou gozaimasu, genki desu ka? Also, I guess, konbanwa, and also, yeah, konbanwa as well. So yeah, that's just my overall thought process about this whole entire show thus far. I feel like Arc 3 is kind of, in a way, actually exuding that whole entire emotion a lot more than, say, Arc 2 was as well, to be honest. The Black Rose Saga actually was all about freedom as well, the idea of the main character as well being free. The true idea of freedom. And all those things. How maybe it's not true. So I guess all of it's actually pretty much alluding to the whole entire idea. So I guess maybe at some point we're actually, I'm doing alright. I'm quite tired recently. I've been moving, so it's kind of a hectic time at the moment. But I'm actually glad the show doing really well as well. The first kiss count if you get kissed in the eye? That's a real question. Does that count? Honestly, I also kind of thought to myself, I was thinking a lot, I was pondering. Akio's actual, like, penthouse at the top of the thing's kind of dangerous. If the actual, if there were to be, like, some kind of event that might or might not end with something falling down. He's kind of fucked. Just realised that. No, we're on the... We've got, like, what, 9 episodes to go. That's the car, though. That's the car though. He's actually getting a walk-up episode as well, considering that she had one of the strongest episodes of last arc as well. Bruh. I guess also falling in love is actually kind of a thing that actually happens in adolescence as well. Or the actual concept that you think of love itself. I guess. So again, I guess it is trying to look at the idea of actually growing up and what fantasies involved are with that. Akio is fucking tall, Jesus Christ. That man is literally half the... Well, actually, no, he's 75% of the whole entire fucking room. The diameter of that boy. It also does actually kind of hone in the idea of actually how Akio is in the school as well. Considering I guess we've only pretty much seen him in his like penthouse suite this entire time. I mean, he is chairman after all, but still. Kind of nice to actually see what actual power he actually does in theory have, besides defying gravity and road laws. Does both of them at the same time. Still do actually kind of wonder whose bright idea it was to actually make the botanical garden a fucking like bird cage. Don't do it. It's a trap. It's a fucking trap. How the fuck did Wakaba get there? How the fuck did she get there? But will Akio actually show her the true trick of actually being able to drive without driving? That's the real question. We have started already. We're 7 minutes in. God, she inadvertently third wheeled that whole entire thing. She inadvertently third wheeled. That's fucking depressing. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I trust Arceus as much as I trust anything else. Not very much. So in doing so, I'm kind of scared that Wakabo will become the next person that Utena fights, or at least she's implicated somehow into it. But who'd the prince do? Who'd the prince do? It's episode 30. It's episode 30. She's fallen in love in like the space of 4 episodes. Oh god, she's fallen in love so goddamn hard. She's seen hallucinations of the dude. Quick, someone save her. She's hallucinating the dude. It is kind of interesting to see it through the lens of Utena herself rather than someone else, considering she's the character who's actually kind of bucked every single trend. So they actually kind of see her be like, oh fuck, love, I'm feeling it. Doing those things of being like, Case in point, you can't trust someone who actually drives an automatic car. Let's be real. You can't trust a dude who drives an automatic. There's always something sus about those guys. One candle out. One candle out. So yeah, this is kind of gonna end terribly, isn't it? It's half terribly, I guess. Yeah, but where does the car go and where does it come from? I know it's questions that don't need to be answered, but I just kind of want to ask him anyway. It's kind of sus. It's kind of sus. It's a very sussy boy, isn't he? Okay, but where's the shirt come off? When does that happen? Is he gonna do it? Everyone knows the best dates are when you're injured. Adds a little bit more danger to everything. Get a bit close there, dude. You could say he's kind of sussy. So you have a fiance. Oh fuck, that was cringy. Oh, fuck's sake, Archeo, that was cringy as hell. Anthea's in the background, like fuck yeah. Oh, she's gone in an instant. She vanishes. Well, that's a bit uh-oh. I'd say it's kind of a double entendre, really. It is pouring down outside my window right now. Holy shit. Can't believe it. Archeo and Utena. What's gonna happen with the car, though? What's she gonna do when she finds out she's been fighting people that he's implicated in the entire time? Is she gonna be like, ah, oh, fuck, love ain't real? Thus breaking the entire thing of her prince as well. Shout out to the actual characters in the silhouette, though. Are you hungry? It's like, what do you mean by that? That's a double entendre right there. See, when someone tells you when you're in love with a evil character in anime or manga, Wakaba says there's no such thing as bad love. Alright? There's no such thing as bad love. It's the fucking car. Where's it going? That was Toga. Where the fuck did they actually go? Where does this road even lead to? Here it comes. Here it comes. Ah, fuck, we got denied the shirtless section. we got... we got denied the shirtless section. Ooh. He's a very elusive man, to be honest. They call her the girl who still was your dude, somehow. It's the rose. It's the rose. What does it mean? How can you not say that man's evil when he actually stirs his glass like that? I think evil people do that. Alas, we're in October still, so we have 1 month of nips left. He's so cringy. He's such a 90s boy. So I will name a fucking comet after her. It's like, dude, come on. Stop with the feet, my dude. Stop with the feet. This man got a fetish or something? She getting pleasure by getting kissed on the knee. Holy shit! I guess it was shin actually. Holy shit! This dude's everywhere. This dude just don't know when to calm down. God damn. Can't believe it. Can't believe it, Utena. He's out there kissing girls shins. I can't believe it actually. That's a place I wouldn't think you would immediately kiss. I would have thought go for the forehead or something, not the fucking shin. But I guess I ain't Archeo, am I? That's the problem here. I'm not Archeo. I don't know the way around my way around the concept of love itself. Guys, this anime do be fucking wild though. It's just like I don't want to fall in love. It can't be happening. And Archeo's like, it's happening. I guess now we'll head into the next episode and actually see how it does in theory develop. Whether or not it will actually end terribly, or it will just end with Archeo going, I guess. And walk off, who knows. But I appreciate it is actually looking at the idea of love through the lens of Utena herself rather than an external character, because it would make sense because Wakaba actually had an episode dedicated to her falling in love as well. But at the same time, it kind of feels a lot more genuine if it's from Utena's perspective, considering she's a character who's otherwise kind of being stoic and everything like that. Actually, kind of like she sticks to her kind of morale, but now she isn't. I guess maybe. Oh yes, we talked to Nanami about love. The girl who's in love with her own brother. Great. Here comes fucking Nanami out of fucking nowhere, like the mistress of love herself, the person who isn't in love with clearly in love with her brother, was at least doesn't have a brother complex the size of goddamn Uranus. Right, where is settings? So put 720p before Funimation starts to freak out. And I shall pause it now. Cool, there we go. Let's redo that. Let's put episode 31. And let's put on to actually watch episode 31 before I forget to. Right, let us continue on and see what happens in this episode of the love life of Utena. So it starts to think in 3, 2, 1. It starts to think absolutely now. So yeah, I mean, fucking wild when you think about it. They're like, yeah, by the way, he's fucking Utena in love. I'm like, all right, interesting. From perspective of someone who's otherwise stoic and actually kind of very much the morale of the whole entire show, actually kind of letting go and actually like letting down her actual barriers in a way, thus creating a sense of drama. That's actually quite cool because again, she's one of those characters you didn't think would ever actually kind of like subside away from where she is, but she clearly is at this point. So whether or not thank you so much for actually being here as well. Thank you, it's actually really kind of you. Actually, I hope you're actually enjoying Utena as well, 'cause it's fucking good. It's very 90s in execution as well. If this show came out, like, if this show was made, like, 2 years ago, I think it would still work, but I would say there would be a lot more people saying, oh, this is cliched, isn't it? I don't know, some of the things just work because it came out in the 90s. If it's like the same thing with a lot of shows from that era, that you can excuse a lot of the things because it's from that era. Shoujo shows are kind of, I wouldn't say kind of, haven't changed that much, but a little bit of kind of, this is like the one that kind of changed everything in a way. So this one kind of feels like the actual genuine one that you kind of think to yourself, well, actually, it sort of still works to this day. Oh yes, must be reminded that she's about the prince. That's the thing we must be reminded of, because otherwise, whole entire show kind of gets rendered a little bit. I would like to see the show. I would like to see the show one day get remade, possibly. Because I would want to see how they could actually update like a lot of the things in this show with like today's technology. At the same time, I actually kind of like it the way it is, so probably not. "31 episodes in, now a question the entire then. Great, here we go." And Nanami as well is here, because clearly we need Nanami at this point. Yo, she's got a GIF. She's got a GIF photo frame. Yo, she's in the future. No, Nanami's not like any other girl. She can lay eggs. She can lay eggs. I still think Map actually could probably do this anime justice if they actually ever had to remake it, if by some fluke they do. Yo! He's in a fucking botanical garden! If your dude calls you baby, get the fuck out of there. All right. That is port and call to get the fuck out. You do not trust a dude who calls you baby or calls you babe. All right. That shit don't fly. Makes me want to vomit every time I hear that. Was it a long fucking pause? Was it a long fucking pause? I thought the screen had frozen. The fucking Toe's being actually proactive now, isn't he? I can't do well. I'm not from around there. Alas, I wish I could. What's with the long pauses? What was that about? They're gonna play some Extreme Twister. Really, I kind of feel like every single Nanami episode feels like an episode of Jerry Springer at this point. Jesus Christ, how many girls does this man have? Christ on a bike, just like acknowledge the fact that you have a massive complex to your own brother. Jesus Christ. But she does kiss in front of a car, though. That's what she does do. Let's not forget that whole entire point. Kind of feel like every single episode with Nanami and it's a massive whoosh episode as well. Where the fuck did the banana peel come from? What the fuck did Akio come from? Oh, there's... I should didn't answer my first question. Where the fuck did the banana peel come from? Quick, Nanami, get out of there. He'll kiss your shin. Christ, no bicycle, control yourself, Utena. It's just his hands. His massive, yowie hands. Pardon the pun. Oh, I fucking love this show so much. Virtue of it just being absolutely fucking insane half the time. This show does have tonal whiplash like no one's business though. I love it. So yeah, by the way, episode about like love and everything like that. Now his episode Nanami falls in a fucking banana peel. Out of nowhere. Oh. As I can imagine as well. I can't drink water during these episodes because sometimes I actually feel like I'm actually gonna choke on water. It's a mystery, Utena, to be honest. It's a goddamn mystery. No one can actually understand her truly. Oh fuck. God, she's fucking running, isn't she? She's running fast as shit. Holy shit, it's not incest anymore. Holy shit. It's the twist of the century. It won't be weird. Or maybe it might still be weird. No, I'm on YouTube at the moment, I think. Does it stream to Twitch as well? I know I'm on Twitch anyway, but I don't know if it streams to Twitch as well. It's a twist in every single fucking fucking like Emoto anime. It's like, yeah, by the way, we're not blood related. It's like, fuck yeah, it's actually not so weird. That's a girlfriend all over again. Is the whole entire thing come crashing down if they're actually not brother and sister anymore? Does that just whole entire thing just get fizzled out? So the only connection she had was because they were brother and sister, making the entire thing's a massive like farce anyway. How the fuck do you get in that position? Actually, no, there isn't. Not that I know of, at least. Someone won't come to you in England and be like, by the way, are you type A? Because I'm type A, and we can, like, you know, get together and all. It's only horoscopes. Everyone's unusually close in these shows. Oh yeah, I'm actually on Twitch. I stream there sometimes. Wow, we're getting to a fucking point, aren't we? We've hit the fucking point. Oh, God, this poor boy. This poor fucking boy. Jesus Christ, get out of there, boy, while you can. There had to be like a whole like juxtaposition between them putting a hole. Where the fuck did Akio come from? This show is still quite popular over here, though. I do still see people talk about it quite a bit. Not as much as I used to here, but it's still up there. Did they just work on alternate universe or something in this show? There has to be some kind of alternate reality. Just ask the fucking question, Akio. Just be like, are you in love with your brother? He's not kidding. He will kiss your shins. Get out of there. She's not kidding. I never actually thought about it until just now. Now you mentioned it, I can't unsee it. Oh shit! Dear possible brother. This show goes from a pure like drama series to a fucking 10 or better in like one episode. It's impeccable. You don't share the same blood, bro. We ain't brother and sister. We don't share the same blood. So is that just a thing? Here we go, fucking finally. Took what, 31 episodes to get here? Turns out a fucking cow halfway through as well, and also laid an egg, but we got here in the end. You're just standing like, what the fuck is happening? Yep, it's gone. Dead and buried at this point. What's with the shirts? How they keep on coming off, I don't get it. She's like, oh! Holy fucking shit, what did I just say? Nami's so distraught she can't even fucking like she can't like fathom. She can't think. Once again, do reiterate the idea that saxes do be hot. It's OS2 though. It'd be fucking in. Well now. There we fucking go. It's all happening now, isn't it? It's all going Utena. Oh man. The whole sister complex with brother actually being in love with him's kind of dead and buried as well at this point, I guess. Maybe question mark, who knows. So I guess the whole like what could have been a very questionable relationship actually kind of basically got ended, possibly. It's not completely clear. It's not completely clear whether or not it might kind of swoop on in. Though then again, is there really like? If it's not them, it's someone else, I guess. So that was quite the ending. That was quite a fucking ending. I do always say that this show, every single character in this show is way too close. Way too close. Like that at this point. So yeah, I mean, what the fuck do we go from here now? What's gonna happen with poor Nanami? What's Nanami gonna say to Utena? She can be like, so I saw some things. I saw some things I shouldn't be seeing. Oh, she did sleep in her brother's room. Oh, she did. Oh, she did. Not too sure there's clothes involved though. So we'll do 33 and 34 next, and I think at one point I've got to do 3 episodes as well, considering it's an odd number. It's 39, so I've got to do an episode. I've got to do a 3 episode. Hold on a second, we count it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll do 1, 2 more and 2, 3 episodes, and actually have it finished, I think. Or 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Actually, no, I could do 2, 2, 2, 2. Still, actually, I just thought about that. Anywho, we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, if there was any room for like thinking, this show's basically got to the point that it is exploring the idea of adolescence. Like, I have actually kind of I have thought to myself, it was one of those things that adolescence is a key theme. The movie's actually called Adolescence, so it makes sense. We'll do 32 next stream, don't worry. I think I'm going to do 2 episodes until at one point do 3 episodes maybe. We'll see what happens. And don't worry, it'll be a bit more like on current than say 1 episode like just randomly. Yeah, but it's one of those things that the adolescence itself is a key theme. And I like how it's looking at the more cliched aspects of it as well, because a lot of it is cliched. And I kind of feel like it's actually kind of playing into the whole entire thing. It's not just being like, oh yeah, by the way, we're cliche because we just kind of gave up. I kind of maintain what Ikuhara is trying to do here is trying to look at the lens of the cliches that we otherwise as like younger audiences at this point in time actually knew about, like the idea of like the concepts of like your blood types and everything like that, horoscopes and everything like that. It's something that we as an audience, as a kind of collective, do understand ourselves. Actually then see it, to actually then kind of attribute it to actual like this anime, it feels so out of place. And I like how it's actually then through the lens of Naname's episodes, which are the most out of place thing about this whole entire anime, considering she sips on a fucking banana pill at one point. Like, how it goes from a really fucking serious anime to a telenovela within 1 episode. And I kind of, again, I feel like everyone might in theory kind of disregard Naname's episodes, but I kind of feel like it's actually done on purpose. It's one of those things that does kind of hone in a lot of the themes this show's trying to portray. Yeah, I mean, Naname's entire kind of character arc is the idea of her being in love with a brother, and actually now not being a brother, question mark. I didn't actually pause the thing, did I? So, it's one of those things. Oh, sorry, no, I was in 32, 33, 30, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. That's what I was going to do, sorry. I got confused there. Yes, it'll be 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Or if we get some time, maybe a 3 episode one at some point in the middle of that. But yeah, I mean, you could excuse a lot of what this show does because, again, of the period in which it came out, these things are rife in the genre itself. So a lot of things can in theory be excused. Then if it was to be remade nowadays, this might in theory still work. It might need a little bit of tinkering here and there, considering a lot of things have changed since 1998, I think. So it might need a little bit of tinkering here and there, but I still think this will probably still work if you look for the lens of how shoujo genre and love itself has progressed. It's the same as it's a Twitch. It's the fuck. It's not the Twitch. It's the Drive anime reviews. Hold on a second, I'll find it for you. It's in my description somewhere. It is... Where is it? There it is. Twitch. Here you go. That's the one. So yeah, it's one of those things that, again, I still think this would work nowadays. Again, it need more tinkering than, say, your average anime would, but it will still work, and I feel like it will still even be more fresh, considering it is exploring the concepts quite well. It's exploring the idea of actually how much a fallacy this entire thing truly is, and actually now it's like the idea of actually how a simple thing like the idea of what your blood type is, actually how compatible you are, has brought down the entire like relationship up to this whole entire point. It's really kind of like interesting in that way, because you might just disregard it, but at the same time you kind of look at it from the lens of actually what Ikuhara's trying to do. It does sort of become a lot more than just, say, an episode dedicated to Nanami just realizing, well, I can't actually be my brother anymore. Well, fuck, I guess. Oh, really? I need to be on Twitch a bit more often. I don't know why I don't stream on there too often. I do stream on there sometimes. Just probably go on there more. But yeah, I mean, I guess now it's sort of one of those things, what it would in theory do to Nanami and Toga at this point, considering I always was a little bit like eyebrow raising whenever it kind of got to the point of her exploring the concept of her love for her own brother, considering it would in theory be an eyebrow raising relationship in its own way. But now it's like, oh, it's not blood related, so that's fine, I guess. Question mark. Actually, then it'd be juxtaposed with Anthony and Akio. Kind of then at that point, I guess what they have is what she wants, but at the same time not to the same degree. So that's interesting, because I like how it was, like, it broke down their entire relationship and actually then ended on her coming to actually realize what is going on with Akio and Anthony. That was kind of really well done. That was a really kind of nice, like, almost poof moment in the whole entire thing. That was kind of cool, because it kind of does, in theory, reinforce what was otherwise trying to go on here between Toga and also Nanami, but now not. Even though at the same time it does in theory feel like as if Toga was also kind of being a little bit like playful as well, considering he is kind of like a playboy after all, but at the same time the idea of actually how he acted with like, oh, we don't take a shower together and stuff like that, they're at the age where that would be considered kind of like, I guess, I don't know, I don't know things like that myself. But yeah, I mean, we're getting to a very, like, I'd say, interesting point. We're basically being at the entirety of this anime, but we're getting to a point that a lot of the things that otherwise had in theory been in the background this whole entire show have come to the forefront and actually now have been like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on here? I need to see where this goes next. So yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see what else this show does in theory, because it's actually doing some really interesting things. I also like how Utah's actually just at the forefront of a love story as well. Her being a character who's otherwise being kind of like always against this whole entire idea, bucking every single trend, kind of falling back into the pitfalls of the shoujo genre itself. That is cool. So yeah, I mean, next time we do 32 and 33, and let's just see what does in theory happen with Nanami and Toga, and also Akio and Yuta herself as well. Until then, I have indeed been the driver. So as always, actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream. As always, then do leave a like. It does help quite a bit. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream, as always, then do leave a sub as well, because both do help quite a lot. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream, as always, then do leave a follow on the Twitter sphere as well, because both do help quite a lot, and both will then tell you when your streams are live and any other streams I do as well. Until next time, some more Revolutionary Girl Utena with episodes 32 and 33, and possibly at that point after maybe a free episode stream as well. Until then, see you guys later.